Hi everyone, welcome back to Swiss Home Garden. Chitra here. In this video, I will be taking you through our February garden tour. Let's begin with this video. We'll begin from the front yard. These flowers in these big pots were actually planted last spring. Early spring, I brought in a few flowering plants and it looks like they have survived the winter. Actually, it was not an extremely cold winter so far, but it can still get extremely cold. It's not yet Easter. And tree there is the pawpaw tree, and you can see that the leaf buds are popping out. These are our rose bushes and we did trim them end of autumn, and so you can see now that the leaves are already coming out. They should grow a lot denser this year and give a lot more flowers. Along the border, we had planted osiers a couple of years back. These osiers are meant to be a natural fence at the end of the property. With time, we can weave them together. We had a lot of rains in early February and the stream was full. This is the sea buckthorn berry. I made all the video footage using my phone. I was kind of locked out of the house one day and I just took a walk around, so sometimes it is a little bit shaky. Across this small temporary kind of bridge was where we had the compost last year. If you remember, last year we couldn't get to the compost because the plants had already grown wild. In the meantime, my husband has started to trim those plants and he made this bridge with the pallet, and we are actually trying to layer the soil with the compost and making mulch beds. So hopefully this will work in our favor and give better yields this year. The compost which we ourselves produced was not enough, so we had to buy a few bags and we are yet to layer them. This tree is our cherry tree. You can see the buds coming out. Moving along, near the cherry tree, we had planted here broccoli and other vegetables, but there was some broccoli which has survived. Of course, we have to see how it all works out. This was the compost we moved from across the bridge this side towards the greenhouse. We are yet to actually start really planting. This is a wild strawberry which my friend gave it to me over Christmas. Some Swiss chard. Once it starts to get warm, these will start to grow. Inside the greenhouse, we haven't done anything yet. I made this video about 2 weeks back. In the meantime, we have started to prepare the soil and cut out all these dried out plants. But one plant did survive, and this is the physalis. We have been collecting a couple of fruits, and last weekend my husband trimmed it. Last year it was too late to fruit, so probably we can get fruits earlier this year. And this is our vegetable beds, and we have started to fill in the compost. This device here is to keep the cats out. It's battery operated and it just gives out a very high frequency sound which is very disturbing for the cat, and it really works, it seems. Moving across the stream, our raised bed where we used to plant herbs, and this is actually the herb garden. So far I haven't seen much life in it. These were all the sage leaves which we picked last autumn. There is, I think, rosemary which is peeping out. These little bulbs are actually Easter bells. These are perennials. This is from across the street in one of our neighbor's garden beside the road, and I was really fascinated by this crocus. I just shot a few clips from there. In the meantime, we have also planted these bulbs in our garden, so next year we should be seeing a lot more crocus in our garden. This here is the snowbells. These will be the first flowers you will see even in snow. That's why it's called snowbells. You see my husband trimming these osiers which are on the border of our property. These osiers are meant to act like a natural fence, and if we trim them, we can start to weave them together and it gives a thicker fence. This is the second year of these plants, and it takes a few more years till it starts to really pick up. We had to buy each of these branches for about 50 cents a couple of years back, but now we will replant them from the same branches and make it more dense. All these clips were filmed by my daughter with my phone. I was very busy and I asked her to do it, and it looks like she's getting the hang of it. With this, I end my tour and video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thank you for watching. If you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe. I post one new video every week on food from scratch, Swiss country living, gardening and natural recipes. I will keep you updated of our latest developments in our garden, but I am regularly posting something on Instagram. Follow me also on Instagram. Until next time, bye bye.